Friday Night SmackDown post show right here on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Tap in. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it started.
Welcome to...
You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always going to keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear. He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready? He's all fired up now, King. The Takeover.
Let's go.
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Wrestling Takeover podcast, your new home for bold takes, real talk, and a creative perspective. I want to let y'all know, man, if you're tired of the same recycled bullshit wrestling talk, tired of the same damn talk, man, talking just overly positive or just overly negative, you want a combination of the positives and the negative, this podcast right here, this show, the Wrestling Takeover podcast, is going to give you all the positive and the negatives. All right. So tap in, spread the word of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Leave me a comment down below on what you guys think about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. I actually thought it was a pretty good episode. And most importantly, always remember, we keep it 100 and we keep it raw with our opinions 24/7, 365 days a year. Talking all things WWE. But tonight, Friday Night SmackDown, like I said, I thought it was a solid show tonight. We had a lot of stuff just completely compacted into Friday Night SmackDown tonight, into a 3-hour show. I still feel like the 3-hour format, it doesn't really work for SmackDown, man. It just, you can really see the flaws in WWE's armor when it comes to Friday Night SmackDown, right? And like I said, I thought SmackDown was solid tonight. I want to get something immediately out of the way right now. I want to start a podcast off. If I go over the 10-minute mark, which I have been doing over the past couple of videos, listen, that just means I got a lot more to say. But the format is strictly 10 minutes, but if I do go over, like I said, that means I just got a lot more things that I want to talk about. But next week on Friday Night SmackDown, I want to kick things off immediately with this. Couple of matches were announced for Friday Night SmackDown, and there are 3 title matches. There are 3 championship matches that are going to be taking place next Friday on SmackDown in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which means time frame is going to be a little different. We might get some spoilers. You feel me? We don't really know. But we got 3 title matches. We got the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six for the WWE Tag Team titles. We got Selena Vega versus Julie. A lot of people were very concerned that both women really didn't get promo time this week that they were already accustomed to getting this week. We seen that was promoted last week. We didn't get it this week, but their match got announced for next week on SmackDown for the WWE United States Championship. And then we got the announcement tonight with Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax in a last woman standing match. Well, I will be going over that later on in the review, but I wanted to start off that and let everybody know that we're getting 3 title matches. And the pay-per-view next Saturday is called Night of Champions. Now, for me personally, I know that I have been one of the people within the wrestling community, within the wrestling space, that has constantly said, hey, yo, we need to make Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw be booked as pay-per-view caliber type of shows. My nigga, we getting that next week. We're getting that. Here is the problem. Got 3 title matches. You telling me that none of these matches that actually were being built up on SmackDown, none of these matches couldn't take place on Night of Champions? This announcement told me that Triple H is still going to stick with the 5, 4, 6 match card limit that a lot of people within the wrestling community that have been giving their opinion on and not being a fan of, 4, 5, 6 tops match card, length. You look at these matches and you say to yourself, why couldn't these be on Night of Champions? Are these matches not important? Then on the other hand, you're thinking about it, it's like all 3 of these matches have had proper build to the stories and they're getting their shine on SmackDown. So it's a double-edged sword. You feel me? If you're on one side of the fence and you feel like these 3 matches deserve to be on Night of Champions, they've had build, you're not wrong. If you're on the other side of the fence and you feel like, hey, Friday Night SmackDown is being booked as a big show next week, massive show, you feel me? And we want to make SmackDown must see. These matches are must see. Now, the time length of these matches, that's what I'm fucking curious about. How long are these matches going to be taking place? You feel me? Are all 3 of these matches going to get the proper time to tell their stories? All right. I know I'm going a little bit longer with this one, but I really wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to open SmackDown with those matches being announced for next week. Now, we've seen the main event tonight. We've seen John Cena versus R-Truth, a.k.a. Ron Killings. You feel me? They went one-on-one. John Cena retained. I don't know. It might just be me, but I don't think so because I've been kind of seeing a lot of people feel the same way within the community. Hey, yo, what is up with John Cena always hitting people with the fucking title? I mean, I think that shit lame as hell. I think that's just lame. John Cena constantly hitting people with the title. It's like, come on, man. We could do a little bit better than that. You feel me? We could do a little bit better than that. They didn't really even have a match. Let's be real. They really didn't have a match. It was more of a continuing build with Cena and Punk. We've seen Punk tonight. And the funny thing is that we actually seen tonight, they recreated the Pipebomb, promo all those years ago on Monday Night Raw with John Cena and CM Punk. Now, CM Punk was playing the John Cena and John Cena was playing the CM Punk. John Cena had this to say to CM Punk. I hate this idea that you're the best. You're not. You're not better than me at one thing. You're the best bullshit artist in the world. It's crazy. I thought that shit was funny. John Cena went quote for quote through that whole promo that CM Punk cut. Instead of the one thing he did change is that he said, you're better than me at one thing. You're the better bullshit artist in the world. That's what he added. I thought that shit was fucking fire, bro. I thought that shit was fire. It's so crazy that, I personally feel I really haven't given my in-depth opinion on John Cena's heel turn. I'll say it like this. It's been okay. I expected a little bit more with his, run as a heel. His promos have been great. John Cena is one of the greatest on the mic. You feel me? When it comes to on the mic, John Cena never disappoints. So it's not that problem. It's just the presentation that John Cena has kind of had so far. It's been okay. It's been okay. I know at the end of the day, he's going to come right back around and understanding that he was in the wrong. and that he's not really a heel, right? He's going to love the fans again, and then he's going to turn babyface, right? I can't wait for Punk and Cena. I think they're going to put on a clinic. I can't wait. I'm very excited for it. The promo with John Cena to CM Punk was fucking hilarious. But I love the way that SmackDown ended tonight. I thought it was real cool. So what a great way to end Friday Night SmackDown. Now, let's continue on with this review. We've seen Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Now, I'm going to tell y'all now, point blank period, Jacob Fatu was one of the realest motherfuckers on the mic, bro. When it comes to one of the best talkers in the game, bro, right? You hear names like Cena, Punk, Roman Reigns, MJF. You feel me? We know those guys are great on the mic. But, bro, Jacob Fatu, one of the realest niggas on the mic, bro. Straight up. He's one of the realest dudes on the mic. It's so crazy when he talks. When he talks, bro, and he always mentions that little quota, right? All gas, no brakes with it. Come on, bro. That is cold. One of the coldest lines, bro, in the game is I'm all gas, no brakes with it. I'm not doing the other thing because I'm not trying to. Y'all know what it is, but Jacob Fatu, one of the best. And it was so crazy because I have been on here on YouTube, on this platform, on the platform of Apple Podcast and the platform on Spotify. And I have been constantly mentioning, even before we started to see the subtleties between Sikoa and Fatu, until we got the announcement that we got, which I will be getting to in a second. After this promo, I'm like, all right, we're about to get the match. When are we going to get the match? A lot of people were saying, oh, we're probably going to get it at SummerSlam. I was one of those people. I thought we were going to get it at SummerSlam. Bro, fuck that. WWE said, bump that. We're getting that shit at Night of Champions, which I fucking love. I fucking love, by the way. Okay? I think this is great. I love that, you know, these two are feuding. This gave me an OG bloodline type of promo. You feel me? Segment. Back and forth. Thought it was great. Sikoa, you know, he's coming into his own, man. He's really coming into his own as a personality, as a persona, as a character. So respect to Solo Sikoa and then Jacob Fatu. I mean, this nigga can't miss. He can't miss on the promo. He can't miss in the ring. He can't miss when it comes to aura. This dude has it all. He's definitely going to be a world champion. No doubt about it. Now, we did see Jimmy Uso. And I love Big Jim. You feel me? I think he's pretty stagnant right now. We don't really know what Jimmy Uso has going on. You know, he just seems kind of there. And I'm not going to hold you. I've been saying it on all my platforms. We got to get the Usos coming back together soon. We got to get the Uso Penitentiary. You feel me? We got to get them coming back together, running that motherfucking tag team division on either Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. But we got to get that. That needs to be the main goal, and we need to slowly start that premise. We got to start that soon. But we'll see. Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso joining forces. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. I'm with it. I'm vibing with it. And I thought it was pretty cool what we seen with that segment. Easily the best segment. Well, after John Cena and CM Punk, I'd probably say the second best segment on Friday Night SmackDown. What time is it? Well, as I'm recording this right now, it's 8:16, but that's not the time that I'm talking about. Hold on one second. Let me figure this out. Gotcha. It's Tiffy time. Gotta talk about our girl Tiffany Stratton, bro. Gotta talk about it. Listen. So we got Tiffany Stratton. You know, her and Nia Jax had a segment, and Tiffany Stratton challenged Nia Jax to a match. And obviously we know it's going to be taking place next week, along with Zelina Vega and Julia, and then the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six. Those are going to be the 3 world title matches for next week. And it's going to be a last woman standing match. You know, their previous match was their best match of the whole series, with how many times we've gotten Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. You know, I am a respectful, but real and honest content creator, podcaster. I'm going to respectfully say this. I am tired of Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. I'm tired of it. I want to see Tiffany Stratton feud with somebody else. And the WWE creative team, if you are listening out there, you constantly have Tiffany Stratton feuding with Nia Jax. And then you want to pinpoint, oh, Tiffany Stratton's having a great reign as champion. No, she's not. Because she's constantly facing Nia Jax all the time. Where is the variety with Tiffany Stratton feuds? That's all I'm saying. All right. We're getting Stratton and we're getting Jax next week on Friday Night SmackDown in a last woman standing match. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I think we're going to get a cash in. And I think we're going to cash in by Naomi. I don't know how they're going to potentially. We don't know if Naomi is going to cash in. She tried to do it tonight. She was unsuccessful. We've seen that with Tiffany Stratton once before. She was attempting to cash in and did not. And then I believe it was the following week or weeks later, she decided to cash in and she won the title on Friday Night SmackDown. I have a feeling we are going to see Naomi successfully cash in the women's Money in the Bank briefcase and become the new women's champion. Now, here was my original idea for Tiffany Stratton and Naomi. I pitched Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus at Evolution for the women's world title. And then after the match, that was when I was going to have Naomi go in, cash in her briefcase, and obviously she was going to win the title, right? We might actually get that next week. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I might be absolutely incorrect. But people want to see Naomi win that title. That's the thing. People want to see her win that title. People feel like she deserves it. I feel like she deserves it. And I think it's time for her to cash in. But I don't want Tiffany Stratton to lose it right now, even though people are pretty disappointed with the way Tiffany Stratton's title reign has been going. I mean, let's be real. Io Sky's run has not been great either. WWE, of course, once again, is struggling to book their champions. They struggle. For some reason, I don't understand it. It is what it is. But we got Stratton, Jax next week. Last woman standing match. Going to be the best match of the series. Don't be surprised if we see Naomi actually cash in her Money in the Bank. Now, will she be successful? I fucking hope so. Or else social media going to go ablaze on Triple H. Because he's head of creative, right? They going to go crazy for him if, she cashes in, attempts to cash in, and then, she's unsuccessful. So we're going to see what happens there. Now, let's talk about Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Alexa Bliss and Asuka had a good match. I thought it was great. Asuka defeated Alexa Bliss. So we are going to have to wait and see who's Asuka going to go one-on-one with. Is it going to be Jade Cargill, or is it going to be the prodigy herself, Roxanne Perez? I'm thinking it's going to be Jade Cargill and Asuka. That is going to be real interesting if it's Jade Cargill and Asuka or Roxanne Perez and Asuka. It's going to be interesting. Asuka might win the whole thing. I love it because I'm a fan of Asuka. So if she actually won the whole thing, I'm not going to be mad about it, because a lot of people feel like SummerSlam, the winner of the Queen of the Ring is going to get a world title match. So Asuka, she's on SmackDown. Jade Cargill, she's on SmackDown. Roxanne Perez is on Monday Night Raw. She's on Monday Night Raw. So Io is on Monday Night Raw, right? So if Io's on Monday Night Raw, Roxanne Perez is on Raw, right? But Asuka, I believe Asuka's also on Monday Night Raw as well. So I think personally they're going to go the route of Asuka and Io. And I'm telling you right now, if that's the match at SummerSlam, my nigga, I'm with it at all costs, bro. I'm with it at all costs, bro. That's the women's title match at SummerSlam. Come on, bro. Let's go. I'm with it. But let's see what happens. Now, we're going to talk about Sami Zayn and Randy Orton. I'm going to end it with this, guys. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it. Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes, which Cody Rhodes, by the way, didn't say shit. So I don't even know why he was even out there. It is what it is. But Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are going to be duking it out on Monday Night Raw to go to the final. We got Randy Orton. He defeated Sami Zayn. I'm going to just say that right now. Randy Orton defeated Sami Zayn to advance to the final of the King of the Ring. There's no way they're going to pass on Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in Saudi Arabia. There's no fucking way. Jey Uso is losing. I believe Jey Uso is going to continue to lose, and he's going to need his brother to give him some motivation. Let's partner back up. Let's go after the tag team titles. Let's do the thing. Usos, we back together. I'm praying that's the story for Jey Uso. I'm praying that's the story. They're not going to pass up on Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. So I could just end it right there. Randy Orton advanced. He defeated Sami Zayn. All right, we got what we got. And we need to get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at, King and Queen of the Ring. Period. So I hope that's the plan. Cody Rhodes, you got to get the win on Monday Night Raw. And then we get Orton and Cody Rhodes. A lot of people feel like that should have been happening a long time ago, but I'm praying that's the plan and we get it now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. 23 plus minutes. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. Tapping in with me, Jordan Turner, host of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Also, remember, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Turn on all notifications so you guys don't miss any upcoming audio/video content on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Remember, this is the most creative and honest podcast in the space. Follow me on social media, Twitter at JT Takeover, and on Instagram at the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Appreciate y'all kicking with me, man. Love you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who has been supporting me. This is a long road ahead. I'm going to keep trucking. I'm going to keep doing my thing, even though I will tell you guys I am slowly getting wrestling WWE fatigued. There's a lot of content out there. I low-key really want to take a break, but I'm going to try to keep trucking as long as I can, guys. For you guys, for the ones that listen, thank y'all. I got y'all. All right, I'm going to be up here Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. 3 videos a week. I got y'all covered. Appreciate y'all supporting. I'll see y'all next time.